Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, rule well, and I also like to give honors to the Akim that's out here pushing this truth and sincerity to the four corners. Just want to say Shalom. Basically, I'm just saying, I'm gonna talk about, the Most High is in control of everything, man. Whether we think we in control of something or not, man. Whether we think we got independent thought, or I came up with this idea, man. The Most High is in control of all things. Don't nothing happen on this planet without His say so, without Him ordaining it. Whether you think you was responsible for it or not, that's how it works. I'm gonna get into it because it's cold out here, boy. I ain't gonna play with these scriptures. And it says, basically the Most High, He decides every move you make, every decision, everything you think you formed on your own. He decides who dies and who lives. No one can be killed or die or be healed or born unless He sanctions it. There's no free will. That's an illusion. That's the first thing you need to know. Ain't no free will. That's something that Esau came up with to trick you thinking you got control over the decisions that you make. That's the illusion that, that the unlearned man think in his own mind. But let's prove it with scripture, though. We're going to see what the Most High say about it. Let's kill the free will myth first. All right, this is Job 33 and 14. And it says, "For Yahawah speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not." So he's saying that the Most High speak to you, but you don't realize that He's talking to you, because He's not going to talk to you the way I'm talking to you. But He speaks, and we perceive it not. We don't know it. And it says, "Yea, Yahawah speaketh once, yea, twice, but man perceiveth it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed." So while you sleep, laid up in your bed, getting rest, the Most High dealing with you on that level, on the subconscious level. The scriptures support that, and it says that. And it says, "Then He openeth the ear of a man," Salaki, "then He openeth the ear of men, and sealeth their instruction." So everything that you think that you came up with on your own, He didn't, while you was resting, He didn't got in your ear and told you what your instruction is. He gave you your instruction so that you know. It won't be no misunderstanding. Oh, okay, maybe I came up with this on my own because I thought of this. No, the instruction was given to you while you were asleep. The Most High sealeth our instruction while we are asleep and slumbering. And at the beginning of the scripture, it said that the Most High speak to you, but we perceive it not. Why? Because the way He speak to us, He catch us when we sleep, and He sealeth our instruction for that day. And every night we go to sleep, or every time we go to bed, when we wake up, we have new instructions from Yahawah, be it good or bad. So let me continue. And it says, but let's get into the Most High being the author of life and death, good and bad, on this planet. Let's see what He said about it, because the scripture's going to always tell you everything you need to know about life. And it says, this is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. And it says, "See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." So while you busy blaming the devil or whatever for whatever mishap or whatever thing that you got going on, man, we good for that too, man. That's the first thing we do. I ain't gonna let the devil do this. Hey, look, let me tell you something, man. Whatever happened to you, the Most High did it. It don't matter who it happened to or had happened. If it happened, it's because he allowed it. He sanctioned it. He ordained it. And it says, he said, "I kill and I make alive." So ain't nobody dying and ain't nobody getting born unless he sanctioned it, unless He ordained it so. He says, "I wound and I heal." If you get hurt, He did it. If you get healed, He did it. And He said, "And neither is there any that can escape my hand." So everybody that's living and breathing is subject to the Most High. So the devil ain't killing. The Most High is the true puppet master behind all things. But religion will tell you a false balance Well, the Most High is all good and not also evil. And that's a lie. It's deception. You know, here goes some more precepts to prove that. This is Amos 3 and 6. And it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord Yahawah have not done it? So it don't even matter what it is, be it good or bad. He ain't just good. You know, that he's the perfect balance of all things. And it says, surely Yahawah thy power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So he do good and evil. There's no good without evil. Ain't no up without down. Ain't no right without left. You know, that's called a true balance. You know, and the Most High is that balance. And he revealed these things of truth to us, his prophets. Not the pastor and this devil who lies in every other word he speaks, which is this white man, and here's more proof of that. And I'm going to go to Isaiah 45 and 7. He says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahawah, do all these things. So, just to back up everything that I just told you, he do good and evil because he's the perfect balance. And if you look at the world, man, the world is a balance. There's no one thing without the opposite to it. That's because that's the way he made it. So ain't no devil doing this. It's the Most High. He's the author of men, all men. The devil's job is to tempt, and that's it. That's his only job. He don't have no other job to do. You know what I'm saying? The Most High controls all things. You know? And people gotta come to understand that, you know? And lately I've been hearing a lot about the people going against the 12 tribes chart, man. You gotta understand, man. Anything that happened, like I just got through saying, the Most High ordained it. Ain't nothing gonna happen in this world without him ordaining it. So if it's a 12 tribe chart that exists, it's because the Most High made it possible for it to exist. And then I'm gonna take it a step further than that. Not only did he make it possible for it to be a 12 tribe chart, he prophesied it in the Bible that it would be one. But people, it float right over their head because they don't understand the scriptures. They don't know. And I'm gonna break that down to you right now. I'm gonna go into Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 37 and 16. And it says, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it. So when it said take thee one stick, it's talking about a slab of wood. And he said, write upon it. Okay? And it says, for Judah and the children of Israel, his companions, then take another stick, which is another piece of wood, and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel and his companions. So, when you see us outside with the 12 tribes chart, and the way we set it up where we put all the tribes on one side, and then we'll take another stick, and then we'll put all the other nations of people, so they'll know that they're not part of the Most High's chosen people. But the way that he really wanted it done was he wanted one stick and one stick, and he joined that stick together, and it becomes one sign. Okay? So I'm gonna read it, and so you'll understand it. And then it says, and join them one to another. So you're gonna put those sticks, those boards of wood that you wrote all the tribes down on one, and make them one stick of wood. He said, and they shall become one in thine hand. So we was always two kingdoms. And he said there will be no more two kingdoms. There's going to be one kingdom. So it says they're going to be one in mine hand. And then it says, and when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, will thou not show us what thou meanest by these? So while we out here preaching, and you see the sand sitting up, and a person come back, they'll be like, what's this? You know, what this mean? And we supposed to tell them exactly who they are on this chart, our people. Let me read that again. And it says, when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, will thou not show us what thou meanest by these? You say unto them, Thus said Yahawah thy power. Behold, I will take a stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in mine hand. The sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before thy eyes. Say unto them, thus said Yahawah thy power. Behold, I will take the children of Israel from amongst the heathen. And that's what we're doing. We're out here teaching you and showing you that you are these tribes on this board. And right now, we're amongst the heathen. He said he's going to take us from amongst the heathen, whether they be gone or whether they gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one nation, like I was just telling you. It ain't gonna be two kingdoms no more. It's gonna be one kingdom. And we're doing this right now. We haven't been marched into our own land yet. You know, these are future prophecies that haven't happened. But the 12 tribe chart has been prophesied, and that's why you see it. So when you see people talking about the 12 tribe chart is bogus, you just let them know they're going against scripture when they say that they deny scripture, that they deny the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, but his word has never come back void. So with that being said, man, you just let people know, man, when they talk to you about these 12 tribes, you better look. Go to the scriptures, go to Ezekiel 37 and 16 and read, and it's going to become clear to you. Right, so with that, man, I just want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. I want to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and I want to give honor to the Akim that's out here pushing his truth and sincerity to the four corners. I just want to say shalom and shalom.